So I've been looking at this beast and admiring it. I still haven't driven it. I think I'll be doing that tomorrow. Today I have something else that arrived while I was away in Canada, and that's in this box right here. It is the new BBX from Tamiya, and super excited about this one. So let's take a look, see what's in the box. Alright, so we just gotta open this up. Nice cardboard there, branded with Tamiya. So once again, this comes from Load Runner, which is a Chinese online shop. And good place to get your RC cars if you're in China. Inside we have, upside down, we have our BBX. So let's take it out. And the BBX. Now I'm really excited about this car. It is something that I pre-ordered in April, so I've been looking forward to it for a while. There are a lot of channels on YouTube already had theirs, but I was in Canada and I didn't get an early version. But we'll take a quick look at the box. Finally it's here. It's got a nice tube frame chassis, which is really cool. It's built for brushless, which is nice. You see the brushless motor in the picture. And on this side, it just has a picture of the car and some radio gear and stuff you need. So let's see what's in the box. I'm super curious. I hear the plastics are really good with this one. It comes with hex screw set, and it's possibly the best Tamiya released in years. And I have the TD2, which is an awesome car, so I'm really excited to see. Alright, so opening up the box, we get to see inside plastics, body shell, some other plastics, and a box of metal parts. So first, let's take a look at whatever this is. We have our outside cage bars, gear cover, it's the rear motor mount piece. Okay, some kind of, this is to cover up the ESC. These are very rubbery plastics. Interesting. I have not seen plastics like that from Tamiya, so we'll set that down. And behind that we have foams, which are nice. It's nice to see Tamiya putting foams in their kits. They usually have the semi-pneumatic tires, which just means they don't have foams. So these are nice. Nice to see foams. I think my I think the Tamiya Crawler CR-01, it had foams. And here are the tires. So we're gonna pull this open, take a little look. Now we'll get the scissors. Oh, I can already smell them. They smell good. They smell delicious. Alright, let's pull out a couple. So here we have the rear tire. Nice and supple. Oh, dropped it. Nice and supple. Really, really nice compound. Not too soft, but you can feel it's going to be grippy. And there's the front tire. So these look like tractor tires. I really like these. Just got the grooves in it. It's got some grip on the sidewall or sidewall strengtheners. But I really like to look at these Rough Ride Tamiya BBX front tires. I think they're actually quite neat looking. Alright, let's put those back in. Customary sniff. It smells like a car tire shop. So, it smells like normal rubber. Okay. Now, behind that, or below that, or next to that, we have, we got some mesh for the windows. We have our sticker kit. Beautiful. BBX. And we have our body kit. And it looks like it comes in a lot of parts. So let's open that up. That's something new. Usually buggy bodies are just one piece from Tamiya. Let's see what we got inside here. We have the side pieces to be painted and cut out. A lot of plastic for how much there is. We get 2 of those. And we have the main buggy. So the roof is supported by the cage. So this is just like the front bonnet. I don't know what you call it. Hood. And a spot where you mount the driver. And here we have the rear pieces that go on at the back by the motor. So nice multi-part body kit or body set. Very nice. Now, I'm not sure on the color. I might go yellow. I don't have any yellow buggies. I'm thinking I might paint it yellow, actually. And I was also thinking lime green. You can let me know in the comments if you, if you have a neat color idea for that. Lime green or yellow at the moment. And so, here we have our first plastics. It is the cage for the sides. Very nice. More cage parts. That piece there might be battery bay or something. Alright, so all in gray plastic. There we have, we have a nice plastic bag here. It includes lights and our driver figure. So, our Tamiya driver. It's nice to see a modern car with a driver. I said that about the TD2. It's nice to have a driver in the car. Ugh. This tape is really stuck on there. Okay. Let's see. So we get the driver. Oh, our front steering knuckles. Some steering parts. Some lenses. Lexan lenses for the lights. So I guess they're actual light buckets, perhaps. The transmission, which seems smaller than I expected. That's the transmission case. And light parts. Alright. Let's put all that back in. Kind of. Oh, here we have our wheels. They look to be the same front and back. So even though the wheels look wider on the back, the tires look a lot wider, they're actually not. I suspected that. And they all have the same offset. It says offset 2 on them. I'll pull those out. So there are 4 wheels. And as you can see, they're completely the same front and back. So the front tire is just a bit narrower and the back tire is wider, but the diameter on the rim is exactly the same. Alright, those in there. Next bag we have suspension arms. Let's see, let me take this out too. I want to check out the plastics. So let's pull one out. Let's pull this one out. There we go. So here are the Tamiya plastics. Now I don't think there's any fiberglass in this. It is kind of dull. Hopefully that's showing up on camera. Let's see if there's any flex. Well, there's not really any flex on them. A little bit of flex. These feel really nice. They feel satiny. Interesting plastics. So Tamiya's obviously upped their plastics game. Below that we have, I want to say it looks like a plate for a slipper. I don't know if this comes with a slipper. That's what I think that is. Yeah, some miscellaneous parts. Below that, a bunch of other miscellaneous parts and a bumper. It looks like we have double sets, so we have a spare bumper on the front. That's the bumper there. And, ooh, antenna. Don't really need that. And the chassis. So the chassis is that same kind of, not a little bit different, but kind of satiny plastic. There might be carbon in that. It says 2023 Tamiya. Nice. So it is, when it's not built, it is quite stiff, even though it doesn't have like a tub chassis to it. Very, very narrow. Reminds me of, I forget the name of it. DB, no, is it DB? Anyway, reminds me of some other Tamiya's other chassis that are quite narrow. So it's neat in the actual car that it looks nice and wide. Because I don't like the super narrow chassis, but very nice. Very nice chassis. Little bit of flex, but seeing as it's not built, it's not too bad. I think these ribs here that hold the battery, that they actually put a lot of strength into that chassis design. So very, very nice. Good stuff. All right. Now, below all that, we have our manual and a cutting guide. Oh, metal parts. So nice little box there. It says BBX. Let's open that up and see what we get in here. Servo saver thing. Bunch of little tools, couple screws in there. Useful. More plastics for building the shocks. Oh yeah, I forgot these have metal shocks. This car has metal shocks, so probably that's in here. More shock building parts. Plastics look really nice on those. They usually look really cheap on Tamiya aluminum shocks. Ah, we got a servo saver, some grease. Yeah, typical. Ah, the internal pieces for the shocks. And here we start getting the shock building. So we have our aluminum shock bodies here. Very nice. Some nice spring sets. Feel really soft. Very good to see in a Tamiya kit. Very nice. See aluminum shocks, because Tamiya aluminum shocks are so nice. Here we have some more screws and a lot of zip ties. I think that's for tying wires to the tube frame. I imagine that's why there's so many. Some foams. Looks like a shaft. I think that's the pin for the battery tray. More zip ties. And in here you see we have the ball bearings. Another nice touch. Thank you, Tamiya. And here we have the transmission build. So it's plastic geared. It has a ball slipper differential, ball diff, and we have more bearings, aluminum mounting plates, so perfect for brushless, and our aluminum outdrive shaft. So very nice. Very pleased to see that. Oh, and I almost forgot. Let's pull out the manual. Take a look. Classic Tamiya manual. Nice picture of the BBX on there. And the build, I believe, is going to start with the transmission. And I was right. Starts with the ball diff. I've built a lot of ball diffs. I actually don't like them. So I'll switch that out for a gear diff if possible at some point. I mean, they're really good for racing, but just for bashing around, they're so finicky in their adjustments. So just going through, it looks like the steering setup kind of is modeled on the DB-01, or not DB-01, the TD2, TD4, where it kind of mounts directly into the frame on an angle. So that's interesting to see. And it does take the shorty servo like the TD2, TD4, and there we go. Frame construction, putting electronics in, and it's nice to see finally 3 wires. So you don't see that in a lot of Tamiya. kits. It's always a brush motor. Alright, so pretty standard manual, building the shocks. Very nice. Very, very pleased. And cutting out the body kit. So the body's quite a bit of work on this, even though in the end there's not a lot of body to it. But very, very nice. Alright, so let's put everything back. So it looks like something that could be designed decades and decades ago. It looks like old school. We have a driver, this tube chassis, the look at the tires, etc. Chrome wheels. But it's very much a modern kit. Probably the most modern of all Tamiya kits. In some ways, it seems nicer than the TD2 that I've built. It's over there on the shelf. Maybe you see it there in the background. I have to take that out and drive it some more. So some similarities there. The Hex hardware, ball bearings, built for brushless, but this one just looks classic Tamiya, old school. And I saw Tamiya RC has put like a 4-turn motor in his. I'm not sure I'm gonna go quite that crazy with it. I think he's gonna do speed run with it. I do have another kit to build. I don't know if I didn't show it in the last video, and that's the BB-01. So I just got that shipped in from Japan before I went to Canada. I haven't built it yet. I just got a bunch of parts from Japan as well. So I just went and picked those up yesterday. So lots of options parts are gonna go on this. Now for both of them, I don't know what motor. I know the ESC, so I don't know the turn of the motor, and I don't really know the color. So if you have a good color suggestion for the BBX, you can just leave a suggestion in the comments, or for the DB01 Durga, which is going to be fun. I do have the gear diffs for this, because this comes with ball diffs. So I might put a gear diff in this one too. Not sure yet. So guys, hopefully that was a quick unboxing. We'll be back with the dirt bike in our next video. I'll charge the battery up. I'll get out tomorrow morning bright and early before it gets too hot, and we'll do some filming on that, and I get to show you it in action. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you're not subscribed. I looked at my the data on YouTube, and it looks like about 98% of people that click on my videos aren't subscribed, but maybe they're not watching much of them anyway, so but if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Means a lot, and thanks for watching. See you next time.